friends! Welcome to my YouTube channel, On the Mat with Kelsey. Today you're going to be joined by my puppy, Benny. More importantly, today we are going to do what I'm calling a flow and go class. This will be a briefer class, around a half hour. And this class is great to do in the morning, first thing, to kind of wake up your full body. We'll work on opening our legs, our back, our chest, our shoulders. This class should be accessible to most levels. You don't need any props. Might not be the best class if you've never done any yoga ever, because we'll move quickly, linking each movement with one breath. So go ahead and get started in child's pose on your mat. In child's pose, you can take your knees hip distance, or you can take your knees wider than hip distance. Go ahead, sink your hips all the way down to your heels. Let your forehead drop onto the mat. Close your eyes and take a few breaths here and just arrive on your mat. We're going to practice Ujjayi Breath here at the beginning in child's pose by sealing your lips and breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Breathing deeply and evenly. Feeling your inhale expand your chest and your belly against your legs. Pause. And exhale, the belly deflates, the chest falls. Lastly, you'll want to add a slight constriction to the back of your throat. While keeping the lips sealed, you want to imagine the sound that your mouth would make when you fog up a mirror or a cold piece of glass. That sound or that shape in your throat adds the constriction that I'm talking about. And it makes the sound of the breath loud in your ears. Matching the length of your inhale, slow, long, and deep, to the same length of your exhale. With your next inhale, go ahead and rotate forward onto hands and knees, rocking your weight forward beyond your wrists and backward. We'll start by warming up our wrists by taking your fingertips and pointing your left fingertips over towards the left side of your mat and your right towards the right side of the mat. Both of your thumbs point up and your inner arms are directed towards one another. Keeping your hands just like this, shoulder distance on the mat. Inhale, drop into cow pose, arching your back. Exhale, round your back, just like cat pose. Drop your head. Inhale, come back to neutral. Rotate your hands the opposite way. So your fingertips are now going to point towards one another. Your thumbs point down towards your legs. Inhale, drop into cow pose, arching the back. Exhale, cat pose, round the back. Inhale, neutral. This time, we'll stretch our hands or our wrists so that our fingertips, all of the fingertips, point back towards our knees. Thumbs both reach out towards the edges of the mat. And inhale, cow pose. This one will feel a little more intense in your wrists. Exhale, cat pose. Coming back to center, neutralize your hands. One last wrist stretch. The most intense, we do it one wrist at a time. Let the top of your right hand come to the mat. Your fingers point back towards your knees. Your thumb points in towards your other thumb. Inhale, cow pose. You're just stretching your right wrist. Exhale, cat pose. Come to neutral and switch your hands to the right palm plants on the mat. Now we're stretching the left wrist. Top of the left hand is on the floor. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Go ahead and neutral out your spine. Take your left hand directly under your sternum on the mat. We're going to inhale, open our chest, reach your right hand up to the sky. Expand as you inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. So the right hand threads underneath the left. And your right hand will keep reaching over towards the left wall. Maybe your right ear, the right side of your face can come all the way to the floor. Maybe it doesn't want to. It doesn't matter. Just finding an awesome opening stretch for your right shoulder. Take a breath wherever you are and stay for the exhale. Come out of the pose by pressing back into your left hand. Reach your right hand up. And exhale, take the right hand down. Doing the same thing on the other side. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, threading the needle on the left side, opening through your left shoulder. Maybe the left side of your face comes to the floor. And take a full breath in, keeping your hips high, full breath out. Press down into the right hand, open up, and both hands come down to the mat. Next, walk your hands forward, each of them about 12 inches or 6 inches. Then rotate your shoulders forward into modified plank and lower all the way to your belly. Your hands stay planted right here on the mat by your sternum. Stretch your legs long behind you. Tops of the feet press into the mat. Find a baby cobra. Lift your kneecaps. Squeeze all the muscles in your legs. Roll your shoulder blades down the back. Your chest is reaching forward. Eyes look forward but not up. Exhale back down. Forehead releases to the floor. 2 more breaths just like that. Inhale, lift up. Cobra. Exhale, right back down. Inhale up. Back bend, little to no weight in your hands. Exhale down. As you're ready, press yourself back through modified plank. Curl the toes. Bend at the knees and send your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Give yourself a generous bend in the knees if you need it. Begin to pedal the feet, just waking up the backs of your legs. First downward dog, probably of your day, or at least of this class. Drop your head, shaking your head no, and yes. Find stillness in your down dog and breathe in. Open your mouth, sigh out. We're flowing right into it, lifting our right leg up towards the sky, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, open your hip, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten the right leg, square the hips. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Right foot on the floor, drop the left knee. Inhale, come upright into your lunge. Use your core and pull your hands up. Look up. Exhale, hands come down. Find half split. Your right toes point up towards the ceiling. Pull your right hip back in space. Inhale, right back into your lunge shape with your hands up. This time we make a cactus shape or a goalpost shape by bending 45 degrees or 90 degrees at your elbows. And shine your heart. It's not a big back bend, it's our first one. Up towards the sky, look up at the ceiling. And reach your hands back up. This time interlace your fingers and point your index fingers up towards the sky. Lift up off the hips first, then over towards the right. Feel your left side body open. Inhale back up. Exhale down, twist. Your left hand is down, your right hand is up, open. Next we move into side plank. I'll show you 3 variations. Level 1 is to rotate on your left knee and send your right leg back. So your left knee is down. Level 1. Level 2, you'll spin onto the outside edge of that left foot. Your left knee is lifted and use your right foot as a kickstand here. Level 3 is to stack your right foot on top. Wherever you're at, reach your right arm over your ears, stretch. And exhale, rotate your right hand to the mat. Plank for just 1 moment, bend the knees, pull the hips up and back. Back and down dog, 1 breath in, and sigh it out through the mouth. Left side, inhale the left leg up. Three-legged down dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, pull the left knee to chest. Step the left foot forward, drop the back knee. Inhale, lunge. Your hands come up. Exhale, hands come back down. Pull the left hip back. Inhale, forward into lunge. Once again, arms reach up. Exhale, bend at the elbows. Heart lifts up, maybe a little more of a back bend this time. Hands come right up, interlace the fingers, index fingers point straight up towards the sky. Again, imagine lifting your rib cage up off the hips, create a little space before then reaching over towards the left side, body stretch for your right side. Inhale, back up, twist, right hand down, left hand open. And then we find that same variation that you did on the other side for side plank, whether your bottom knee is down or lifted. Last breath, reach your left arm over your ear. And exhale, rotate your left hand back to the mat. Find plank for one breath. And pull the hips up and back, downward dog. Cleansing breath to reset by breathing in through the nose. Pause. And exhale, open the mouth, side out. And again, just like that, breathing in through the nose. And exhale, side out. So we'll have one opportunity to flow through both sides once more. We're moving a little quicker. Imagine matching every movement to one single either inhale or exhale. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bend at the knee. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, step it forward, drop the knee. Inhale, lift up in your lunge. Exhale, hands down and hips back, stretch. Inhale, lunge, hands up. Exhale, open your chest, bend at your elbows. Inhale, back up, interlace, stretch, up, then over, exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist, left hand down, right hand up. Find your side plank. Second breath, reach your arm over your ear, your right arm over your ear. Rotate your right hand to the mat. And pull the hips up and back, downward dog. Find your breath, reset, breathing in and sighing out. Left side, inhale, left leg up. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, square the hips, straighten the leg, and step it through. Dropping the knee, inhale in your lunge. Exhale, hands down, hips back, back, back. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, open the heart. Inhale, up, interlace, lift up, then over, exhale. Inhale, upright, find your twist as you exhale. Then moving into your version of side plank. Arm over your ear, inhale. And exhale, rotate back to neutral alignment in plank. And pull the hips up and back. Full breath in. Inside out. Go ahead and drop your knees. Untuck your toes so the top of the feet is on the mat. And take your hips back so you're sitting on your knees here. Close your eyes. And sigh out through your mouth. Relax your shoulders. Find your Ujjayi breath if it had gotten lost in the mix. Inhale, blink your eyes open, coming into tabletop. Then walking your hands forward and lowering down to our bellies. From here, we're going to work on a passive shoulder opener. So reach your right arm straight out from your armpit. Go ahead and turn your head to look over to the left. Bring the right side of your face, your right ear to the floor. And we're slowly keeping your left hand right in here by your torso as support. We're slowly rolling our body onto our right side. Move slowly here because everyone's shoulders, especially in the morning, will feel different. Know that if you have a shoulder injury, being very subtle about this is important, and stopping right where you feel a lot of tension or tightness and staying right there. If you don't feel anything yet, you can bend your left knee and step your left foot behind your right leg. If you still would like more sensation, you can reach your left arm up towards the sky. And with each breath, allowing your left arm to slowly reach towards the back of the room behind you. Close your eyes. And take 2 full rounds of breath here, long, even breaths. The next inhale, slowly coming out of the posture, using your left hand to support, roll back to neutral. Take your forehead to the mat and extend your left arm out straight from your armpit and pull your right hand back in. Turn your head now to the right, so the left side of your face is on the mat. Using your right hand as support, we're doing the same thing on the other side. Knowing in these postures, it's all about shoulder opening, nothing about neck strength. So you want your head, your neck relaxed, your head fully supported by the floor. Again, unless you have an injury to make your shoulders somewhat uneven, try to move into a similar shape as the other side. So if you step your foot behind on the other side, do that here. If you reached your hand up, your right hand up towards the sky, do so here. Taking 2 full breaths. And slowly reversing out of the posture. Rolling back to center, forehead to the mat. Bring both hands in by your sides. Press up through modified plank and pull the hips back, back, back into child's pose. One single breath here in child's pose. In and out. Rotating up through tabletop, curl your toes under, and the hips go up and back. Next, we have a second heat building sequence. This time starting with our left leg. So support with your right foot on the floor and inhale your left leg up. Exhale, open the hip, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten and step the left foot between the hands. This time we spin our back right heel to the floor, so the whole right foot is on the floor at a 45-degree angle. We're going to spin our arms up and open into Warrior Two. A nice bend at our left knee, making sure our left knee is above the ankle or a little behind, not over. So you may need to adjust your stance. The hips are open, arms float in opposite directions. Imagine if you casted shadows down from your palms, they would go right over each foot. This is Warrior Two. Go ahead and flip your front palm, reach up and back, reverse warrior. Stretching through your left side. Inhale back to upright. Left elbow down, right hand up. Side angle pose. Inhale, coming back upright. We're going to turn our left toes in slightly. Turn our right toes out a little more. We're moving into Skandasana. So we want our right toes out, heel in. We're putting our weight over towards the right side and then sinking our hips down towards our right heel. Our right knee wants to be right above our right toes, not in front of, to protect our knee. Our left toes point up towards the sky. This might be Skandasana for some of us. Some people might be more down here. Some of us might have our heel lifted. Doesn't matter. Wherever you're at, breathe in and out. Doing this same shape on the other side. So use your hands to walk the weight of your hips over towards the left. Again, left knee's open, over the toes, right toes point up. Breathe in and out. Go ahead and walk your hands to the back of the mat. Spin on the ball of your left foot so your weight points forward. Now the back of the mat has become the front of the mat. So plant your hands and step your right foot back into downward dog. Breathe in and out. And we do this on the other side now. So inhale, raise your right leg to the sky. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, straighten the leg. Step the right foot forward and through. Spin the left foot to the floor. Your hands cartwheel, left hand first, then right hand. Bend in your right knee, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Reach your hand up, then overhead. Side body stretch to the right. Inhale, back up, warrior two. And side angle pose. Inhale, coming back upright through warrior two, then straightening the right leg. Turn the right toes in slightly. Turn the left toes in, Skandasana on the left. Dropping your weight down by your left heel. Inhale, walk your hands over to the other side. This is a lot of stretch for your inner thighs. Breathe in and out. Walk your hands towards the back of your mat, which is back to the original front of your mat. Go ahead and step the foot back. You have 3 breaths. You can pull your hips into downward dog, move into child's pose, or flow from plank through chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Breathe in and out. One more opportunity to flow through that whole sequence once more. If your body is asking for rest instead today, drop into child's pose and breathe here for the next few minutes. If you're flowing again, start with the left leg. Inhale it up. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, square the hips. Step the left foot forward. Right arm spins open, left arm spins open, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle pose at your depth. Inhale, warrior two, straighten the left leg, spin the right toes, open, Skandasana on the right. Left toes up towards the sky. Full breath in. You can even open more if you'd like by bringing the right hand down, left hand up. Walk your hands, shift the weight to the left foot. Drop the booty wherever you're at. Breathe in and out. Walk your hands, spin on the ball of the back left foot, frame the right foot, step the right foot back. Downward dog in with your breath and out. Right side, lift the right leg, 3-legged dog. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, step the right foot forward, spin the left foot to the floor, warrior two. Left arm spins open, right arm. Flip the palm, inhale as you reverse warrior. Exhale as you find your side angle pose. Inhale, coming up through warrior two, straightening the right leg. Left toes rotate outward, dropping into Skandasana on the left. Walk the hands to Skandasana on the right. Taking your weight back towards the top of the mat, frame the left foot. Step the left foot back, and 3 breaths, moving in whichever way you like, flowing through chaturanga or modified chaturanga, baby cobra, and down dog, or dropping into child's pose. Last breath in and out. If you are in child's pose, make your way back into downward dog. Just long enough to then bend at your knees, look forward at your thumbs, and take a bunch of baby steps forward with your feet, walking your feet towards your hands. Put a bend in your knees. Find a nice passive releasing forward fold. So drop your upper body, your shoulders, your head heavy towards the floor. Put whatever bend in your knees that you need so that your lower back doesn't feel too tight. Go ahead and grab your opposite elbows to really allow your arms, your head to dangle with gravity. Release your hands, bend at your knees, and we're going to keep bending our knees until our butt lowers down to our calves. Maybe use your hands to help you. We're coming to sit. Go ahead and move your hips forward, planting your feet flat on the floor. Hands reach forward and rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Next, we move through just one single bridge pose. So go ahead, bridge pose. Your head, your back, your whole spine is relaxed on the floor. And go ahead and pull your feet in a little closer to your hips. Your feet are spaced hip distance apart. And you want your heels just close enough that you can barely graze the back of your heels or your Achilles tendon with your fingers. And bridge pose is going to start by putting weight down into your feet and tilt your tailbone up. So scoop your belly up and slowly start to lift your hips off the floor first. Keep rotating your tailbone up and lift one vertebrae at a time. Keep pushing down into your heels, and you can push down into the outside edges of your arms. Maybe rolling one shoulder underneath and then the other as your hips get higher. Take 3 full breaths here. Maintaining that hip distance with your knees, not allowing them to splay open too far. Letting your chin compress towards your chest. With each inhale, the hips reach higher towards the ceiling. Last breath in. And with your exhale, just as slowly as you rolled up, roll back down. Let your knees touch. Relax everything into the mat. Next, taking both of your knees into your chest, give them a hug and a slight rock side to side. Finally, we find a nice twist by releasing your hands out into a T shape. Lift your hips just slightly over towards the right, and then allow both knees to sink down towards the left. Your gaze looks over at your right hand. Both shoulders stay connected. With an inhale, bringing your knees back to center. This time, scooching your hips, lifting them up, and kind of scooching them over towards the left. Drop the knees to the right. Your eyes, your head is going to turn to look over at your left hand now. Again, both shoulders stay connected to the mat. With your next inhale, use your core to pull your knees back to center. Pull your hips back to center. And give your legs one last final squeeze. Inhale, squeeze the legs, pull the head off the floor, chin to chest, breathing in, and hold your breath. And exhale, Release your head to the floor, the bottoms of your feet to the floor, the backs of your arms, and slide your feet down and out and away into Shavasana. Breath in, open mouth and sigh it out. Close your eyes and release all effort from this 30 minutes of movement. Beginning to bring your awareness back, giving some movement to your fingers and to your toes. As you're ready, we're going to roll onto our side, allowing your head to rest on your arm. Taking as long as you need here before pressing upright to a seated position. Finding a cross-legged stance, allowing your sit bones to reach down into the floor. Roll your shoulder blades down the back, sitting nice and tall. We'll take one breath together as we inhale, reach our arms up. And exhale, pull our hands down to heart center, bowing your head into your chest. Finding a moment of gratitude for yourself and for this body. The divine light in me recognizes and sees the divine light in you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope to see you guys again soon. If you love this class, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel to stay updated with anything new that comes along. Have a great day.